Hey guys, Dr. Kevin here. Happy Saturday night. I'm Saturday nighting it with you. This is incredible. I love it. I love it. No, something's on my mind. I had a write-in question about CBD oil, and it's a valid question. Is it a fad? Is it not just CBD oil? Uh, cannabinoids. Is it a fad or is it the real deal? Now, really, I don't want to talk too much about CBD oil in particular. I want to talk about what's in CBD oil that's also in many, many other things that fulfills what we want it to fulfill, like something called something called a CB2 receptor site. You have CB1, CB2, and I don't want to get into a bunch of science. I don't, but let's. Black pepper has something called BCP, beta carophylline. BCP. Black pepper has it. Rosemary has it. Clove has it. CBD oil has it. Copa Eba has it. Can you read that? Can you read that backwards? Copaiba. Copaiba. This is a tree oil. It has BCPs, beta carophyllenes, and that fulfills receptor sites in your body. You have CB1 receptor sites in your brain. This is what THC, the psychoactive stuff in marijuana, it goes to the CB1 receptor sites and the CB2 receptor sites in your body. So it makes you feel good in your brain and it makes you feel good in your body. Okay, that's THC. That's kind of illegal most places. So we're going to fail some drug tests if that's found in you. But the BCPs go to only the CB2 receptor sites. So there's absolutely no THC in something like this. Now, CBD oil, that comes from the hemp plant, and I don't want to talk a lot about that because I can't speak for a bunch of different companies. All companies are different. Here's what I want to talk about. Here's a few things. I've got some notes here. We're really talking about I'm not going to talk about Copaiba yet anyway. I want to talk about BCPs. BCPs, they work super well because they go to that receptor site and they allow you to feel good. The CB2 receptor site would be what would need to be fulfilled if you were like running a marathon and you just had to push through and you had this like adrenaline rush and or you're lifting heavy weights and it just gives you this flood of energy and Herculean like effort. That's that receptor site, and it makes you feel good. But your body produces molecules. Your body produces compounds that fulfill that receptor site, but you can exhaust that ability to produce it over the course of time. So when you have something that can help you fulfill those receptor sites, when you have something, then you can maintain that feeling for longer. Okay, and that's really, really cool. And like I said, many plants, man, I had a list of plants and it was unbelievable. I don't think I have it up, but it was many plants, not just the hemp plant. Okay, so we're talking BCPs, beta carophyllenes. That's what we're looking for, and we want to stay away from THC, which even most CBD oils, I would think, would claim that THC is out of their product, hopefully. If it's not, again, you're going to fail some sensitive drug tests, but I would think that hopefully they can get it out. Okay? So what else do we know about BCPs? BCPs, they are very well studied. A lot of study on BCPs themselves in anti-inflammatory effects, immune system effects. The immune system is highly benefited from BCPs, beta carophyllenes, which is in CBD oil, in, like I said, black pepper, rosemary, clove, copaiba. and like 100 other things. Okay, anti-inflammatory effects. So you're gonna feel better. Certainly, you're gonna feel better. And the research is out on this. This isn't like stuff you just make up. You can look up beta carophyllenes, BETACARO. This is where it gets hard. PHYLLENE. Look it up, and there is exhaustive, like tons of research on this stuff about how it affects your body because it goes to that CB2 receptor site. So it's huge. So what else do I want to say without going into like CBD oil itself? Um, let's talk about water. Let's talk about water soluble. Like if I'm taking something, if I'm taking an oil, like this all comes through the oils of these plants. If I'm taking an oil, I do not want it water soluble. If an oil is water soluble, rest assured it's been highly manufactured in a laboratory. And some people would say, hey, I want a lot of processing to my stuff because I want a man to make what occurred in nature better. You know what? I'm just not a believer in that. If you're a believer in that like nature can be enhanced by twisting it, then we just are in disagreement, and I'm not seeing the effects of that in our society because nature has tried, or man has tried to enhance nature for decades and probably over a century now, and look where it's gotten us. Okay, so I don't want my stuff tainted. I don't want myself, or I don't want my stuff manufactured, my natural stuff. I don't want it manufactured. I want the minimum amount of processing. And if you're making an oil into something water soluble, I'm probably not going to be a client for that. Okay, so copaiba, black pepper oil, rosemary oil, clove oil, it's not going to be water soluble, and we don't want it to be. Percent BCPs. Obviously, we would like the concentration to be as high as possible. We know the research is out on CBD oil. It's 35%, which is pretty good. You know, when you look at other types of plants, 35% is pretty good. CBD oil, you know, about a little over a third of it is BCPs, which fulfill that CB2 receptor site, and that's what we're looking for when we take these products, when we use these products. Copaiba, we're looking at 55% concentration, which is amazing. So then we look at like cost benefit ratio. You're looking at well over half of copaiba is well over half concentration is BCPs, which is awesome. You're going to be fulfilling the CB2 receptor sites quite well with that. Cost for one of these bottles, I guess it depends. You can get these from Young Living. I should have brought this up. Maybe I have it up. Do I have it up? It's about $40, I would say. $40 for a bottle. That'll last you quite a while. Now you can use these externally, and when you use them externally, your body actually absorbs these oils quite well through the skin. Your skin is designed to take things in through it, and that's why we don't want to put anything harmful on our skin. It's super important. We're doing that today. This is where man has manufactured products to be put on our skin without caring for the last several decades of what's in those products, not realizing, hey, our skin's not just this barrier that keeps everything out. It actually absorbs what you put on it. And it's gotten a lot of us into trouble, health trouble. Okay, so you can put stuff on your skin that you want to be absorbed, and it gets absorbed quite well and can go to literally every single cell in your body quite quickly. Within several minutes, it's to every single cell in your body. Or you can take them internally. They have a Vitality. Young Living actually has a Vitality copaiba essential oil where you can encapsulate, or you can put this under your tongue. You can encapsulate it and take some throughout the day. Yeah, and you could do that once or twice a day and fare pretty well and get plenty of those BCPs in you. So that would be another application. You could also diffuse that. You can put this in a diffuser, spits out this kind of a mist. It's not really a mist, but It floats throughout the air and you just breathe it in all day, which is amazing. So you can do that with Copaiba, get plenty of BCPs in your body in a variety of different ways, which I highly suggest. Absorbing it in your body in different ways, okay? Because some ways bypass the digestive system, some ways go right to the bloodstream, and you'd like to utilize all those ways, right? So last thing, I think this is the last thing. I had some bullet points. Yeah, so we already talked about what it does. It's really this overall widespread effect, especially when we're talking inflammation. There's this widespread effect of the BCPs. So this is one of the most popular oils, Copaiba, the Vitality version, which is fully ingestible, is in the Young Living Starter Kit. So most people start off with Copaiba because it's one of the favorites, okay? So they put it in the very first kit that everybody gets, which is amazing. You get you get BCPs right off the bat in that starter kit. So since it's one of the hot items and there's reasons, now we have the reasons why it's one of the most popular oils, I would like you to tell me, if we're doing this on Facebook and you've made it all the way to this point in this video, you, the users of Copaiba, you tell me in the comments below what you've experienced with Copaiba and try to keep it compliant. We're dealing with the FDA and they've got eyes everywhere. So keep it compliant, but get your point across, okay? So with that, have a happy Saturday night. Bye-bye, guys.